up until probably around 2010, 2011, I thought we were on an upward trajectory. I used to say we were doing relatively well. We understood this problem. We understood that we had prejudice within our organization and within our society, and we were doing things to tackle it. But our attention, our focus, and our resources were diverted elsewhere. I don't actually think it was malicious. I don't think anyone sat in a room and said, we're not doing that diversity stuff anymore. I would caveat that by, at the moment, there's an awful lot in the political culture, the war on culture, the culture wars, which is precisely that, to say that let's not talk about this anymore, it's a load of rubbish. I mean, I've actually seen very senior politicians say that, which is utterly crazy, because at the same time they are making it absolutely clear to chief constables that they cannot exist without the trust and confidence of the public, and they have to win it back. And that's a dissonant moment, isn't it? When you're saying, I don't believe in all of that diversity, equality, and inclusion nonsense. I don't believe in that training. It's all a load of rubbish. But by the way, just go and bring back that trust and confidence of all those communities you've let down. It's not just about race anymore, obviously. After the Casey report, it's about misogyny and homophobia. I mean, it's an institutionalized prejudice, which I think is a symptom of bullying. It's an institutional culture that's very alpha, it's very command and control, it's militaristic, it's hierarchical. And it does attract people who enjoy abusing power. It also desensitizes people over the course of a career, and that can make people abuse power. And it's by far the minority of these institutions that do this, but it still has to be tackled, and you can't tackle it unless you acknowledge the problem. And I like what you said about, words without action is useless, and we're still talking about it. Sorry to paraphrase you, make it slightly more dramatic, but the curious thing is we appear to be having action without words at the moment. So I've read the National Police Chiefs Council website. They have this very detailed action plan, or there's a good narrative in the action plan. There's no doubt about that. It's a great objective to do. And all chief constables have signed up to that. So I'm assuming that in 43 forces in England and Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, there's a lot of work going on to reduce inequality and to stop prejudice. I know there's a lot going on in the Met, because I sit on the London Policing Board, so I know there is a lot going on. But this is the curious case of where action doesn't mean anything without the words. And the reason I say that is this dancing on the head of a pin about the definition of institutional racism tells people like me and Black community leaders and Black communities and minority communities that you don't really believe this.